All right. So are we starting alphabetically again in the Atlantic?
Yes,
we are.
Letters. Boston Bruins.
The rich get richer.
Marshawn for MVP.
Oh, I love it. I love
I'll
it.
just come right out of the gates.
Let's
if he doesn't
go.
get suspended, easily, he could be an MVP candidate if he doesn't.
Yeah, if he wasn't a dickhead, scumbag, biggest scumbag of the NHL.
Really? Who's a bigger scumbag, Radko Gudas or Brad Marchand?
Yeah.
Radko Gudas probably had less penalty minutes last year. Look it up. I guarantee it.
It's feasible.
I bet you 6 wins that he did.
No.
Wow.
I will take that bet.
He didn't get
I
suspended.
will take that bet.
Suspensions don't go into penalty minutes, though.
Correct.
Oh, they don't?
No. What? No. You're not going to get 60 penalty minutes if you get suspended.
Radko Gudas had less suspensions last year than Brad Marchand.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Suspensions, yeah. I don't think Gudis had any.
He had 1.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. It was against Kyle Palmieri.
What an off year for Gudas.
I know that because it happened against the Devils, and they were all like, "Oh,
He's
this
trying to
was,
clean up his act.
this
He
was
knows
his first like
job
bad hit."
Depends on that.
It was like halfway through the season.
Boston didn't really do a whole lot during the offseason.
They got John Moore.
They got John Moore, who's a
Halak as a backup goalie to help kind of take the pressure off. I mean, he'll do better with that defensive system. He was hung out to dry.
Yeah, but
he had the most shots.
Khudobin
against.
wasn't a bad.
Hell no.
He wasn't a bad.
Khudobin got paid, didn't he?
He's
He's a backup in Dallas.
He got paid less than Halak. They're paying Halak.
and which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, Halak has been a starter though, which helps.
And he won a Stanley Cup, didn't he?
No.
Who's that one dude that came in for Chicago? Anthony Niemi. Sorry.
Niemi. Yep.
Gosh darn.
He's a backup 10D. So he's gonna get his 25 games.
Question.
Tuca.
Question.
Tuca's my dude.
Question. Is the Pasternak Marchand Bergeron line the best line in hockey?
It won't be when Pasternak goes down to the second line
Why? Why would he?
That's talk.
because he'll be off that line.
Why is that the talk?
That's what
They
they're
want
saying
to
out of
spread
camp.
the
They want to
Why?
spread the depth. Spread the love.
That was their main. That's why they failed in the playoffs because if they didn't score,
True.
they lost.
Yep.
I mean, that was basically it. I mean, they're young guys. There's still a lot of young guys that need to progress. And
Ryan Donato's coming in this year. Huge.
hopefully, yeah.
You're lucky we didn't bet, by the way.
McAvoy's
You're lucky
got
we
another
didn't
year.
Why did Marchand have less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gudas had 83 PIMs. Marchand only 63.
Yeah, but he also had like a 5-game suspension, which
Gudas had a 10. Anyway, sorry. I'll
he
get
had a
off
10-game suspension this year.
Yeah, he buried Matthew Perreault. Remember that? The nasty ass slash?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, it was
He's a
cross-check,
large
wasn't it? It was
dirtbag.
cross check right to the face.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah.
wasn't it the back of the neck?
You're not helping your case.
Yeah. All right.
That makes it better.
Well, they're both elite. They're both elite. They're both elite and elite level scumbags.
Sure. Yeah. Scumbag.
I'll get off that argument, but I just had to close that loop.
I
Sorry.
truly think less of people that like Brad Marchand.
Sorry about that.
I think less of you,
I really
Greg.
don't know.
That's okay.
And if Tyler likes him, I think less of Tyler.
What?
And Kyle, you're keeping him.
Brad Marchand?
Absolutely, I'm keeping up.
He's
Thinking
a-
less of you.
He needs
Wow.
to find
I'll
the
take
line.
him. I'll take him. if you want.
No.
No, he doesn't. Play on the edge, because that's what gets him going. That's
No,
what
but
revs the engine.
He needs to
Why
play
are you yelling at me?
Yeah.
I'm sitting right here.
Because
Yeah.
I speak
What is
softly. I
that?
need to raise my voice.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like it.
So
new season, new you.
Yeah, he needs to find.
This fucking sucks.
Wild, right?
No.
That was
Nope.
weird.
Nope.
That's a nope for me.
Oh, you got to give it more than one sip.
I
That's
can't.
100%
You
nope.
do. You have to.
I like what kind of beer was that again?
That's the Golden Delicious apples. It's aged in apple barrels.
I thought it was Asian apple and whiskey barrels. Did it say whiskey on there or bourbon? Bourbon. It was bourbon
Apple
barrels.
bourbon barrels. I know there's apple somewhere in there.
Holy.
I don't think it's that terrible.
You know I hate bourbon.
I love bourbon.
I know you do. That's why you like this.
That's why my voice sounds like this today, because I went to the Bills game and had bourbon.
You're drinking
Yes,
bourbon.
yes,
at the
sir.
game?
Smooth your throat.
Duh.
Smooth your throat.
Savage.
Lubricate it.
No, it does the
Opposite?
opposite.
Did you see
See the
Shreds
video
my-
of those kids fighting in the throughway.
Yes. We don't need to get on that. We don't need to get on the Bills Mafia train. We don't need to get on the Bills Mafia
All
train.
right, we'll
It's
talk
a deep,
about this after.
Off
yeah,
the,
it's a
off
deep
the
dark
record.
wormhole.
Yeah.
Was Mafia falling apart? Question mark.
It's Ben falling, dude. Wheels fell off that. The Bills are not circling the
All
way.
right.
Buffalo Bills. The
so-
Lincoln fell apart.
Whoa, bird. Are we off the Bruins then?
Mm-hmm.
They have
Yeah.
one line.
Did we even talk
McAvoy.
They got one line. They have
McAvoy's got another year of
They have a really good
experience.
defensive core, but their guys are healthy. Bergeron's healthy coming into the season. He missed, 15, 20 games at the
He's
beginning of
still
last
not
year?
healthy though.
He isn't? What did he do?
I forget what, but he's not playing yet. He's on training camp.
And
So-
Torrey Krug's not skating, right?
I don't
He's
know.
got the little health mark next to his name on the Yahoo Fantasy right now.
But none of them are long-term concerns. They should be ready by the start of the season.
Oh, okay.
Moving on to hometown favorites.
Excuse me.
Buffalo Sabres.
Lot of change this summer.
Wheeling and dealing. Botterill did not want to go to the cottage this summer. He wanted to put in the fucking work.
No, he wanted
Put
to
in the
steal
work.
from all the other GMs.
Oh, you've got a psycho owner in Carolina? Yeah. I'll take your 30-goal scorer that's less than 27 years old.
That was easy.
Yep.
For a
Hey,
third-round pick.
Check.
Another third-round pick or
Check.
second-round pick.
I'll give Eichel his stud winger. Yep.
Lance Anderson just
Sniped.
yeah.
Sniper.
You just better hope that they sign Skinner long term. Otherwise,
No,
you
he waived his no trade clause.
That is huge.
No. Here's the thing.
What?
We
That's
have-
a big if you give up that and he doesn't re-sign
He
with you
waived his
guys,
no
we
trade.
could trade him at the trade deadline for more than we gave up. For a third-tier prospect, a second-round pick,
I will
and
be
a fourth.
fucking tight if we trade him at the trade deadline. Don't even put that in my mind.
Well, no, if he's not going to resign, obviously we trade him.
But I don't
Yeah, but I don't
think
think you have that.
He sounds very excited to be in Buffalo.
exactly. I don't think you waive a no trade clause
It's almost-
He is,
if
he
you're
is-
planning on not
He
resigning.
is holding out
Why?
to up his value when he plays
Just to
with
get out of
Eichel.
Carolina. Let me get the hell out of here.
That's true.
They
Let
were
me get the
way
hell
better
outta
than
here.
Buffalo last year.
Yeah, but he probably sees that they could at least they're kind of moving in the right direction a little bit. Buffalo.
You could argue Carolina is.
Did you see that one, the Frank Saravelli article that he published today?
Nope.
Anonymous survey through 33 players
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that start.
I love that.
have
sample size?
have Arizona and Buffalo being the New Jersey and Colorado of last season.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. I
An
should've
NHL
listened.
veteran,
Yeah.
an anonymous NHL veteran says he thinks Buffalo will be the best team in the league in 5 years.
Yup.
I mean, they're kind of where
No comment.
Winnipeg was 5 years
Good
ago.
call, Kyle.
No comment. I got
Way to
nothing
withhold.
for you.
Because it won't be Colorado.
Got nothing for you.
I think
But,
Colorado could
they
be the
added
best team in the league. in 5 years.
Colleen, Skinner,
Did I get Jack Hughes?
Are those good? Are those good
Sherry,
additions? Wait a minute. Are those good?
Hutton,
Sherry's meh.
Berglund.
Sherry's me. I
Savoli.
agree.
Really?
I agree.
For us, though, that's a big
He's
pickup.
me. He's me to me.
Did you see our
Well,
wingers
he's a
last
big-
year?
He's not playing with Crosby anymore.
He's
It
a
doesn't
second line left winger.
The biggest thing for you guys is you
He's a
brought in good guys.
That's what we need.
40 points in your second line, really?
That's what we need. Do you know how many people had 40 points last year?
I don't know.
3? Maybe 4?
You should know. Why are you asking?
Yeah, why? I don't
Tell us.
Tyler.
3.
3? Think? Tyler doesn't.
Eichel-
This should be.
Eichel, Rhino.
Reinhardt at
And
50.
Roar.
I know Reinhardt
Reinhardt.
at 50.
No, he had
I don't
49,
know.
didn't
I
he?
don't think.
50.
Or no, we talked
had
about
this
this.
back.
Yes, we did.
25 and 25. And actually, I was just looking at Reinhardt's stats today for some reason. I don't know why.
Because he had
Doesn't
to
matter.
resign him.
You're waiting for him to resign.
Any
Maybe.
day now.
He will.
Give him a 4x6 or something like
But
that.
their
6x4.
depth is better.
Well, the Sabres are going to improve, but how can't you improve in that division? There's 3 dumpster fires. Absolute.
they-
And they had a
dumpster
winning
fires
they had a
everywhere.
winning record against the top 3 teams last year, didn't they? In that division.
It's called playing down to your opponents. We
All right, well, that
know
sounds
all
like a
about that.
them
Well, think about it through Buffalo's vantage point. You know, they played up to their guys and they beat them.
What I'm really looking at is the amount of NHL level talent that we actually gained, even in someone like a Sabatka, a Berglund.
You see, you think those guys
They're
are?
depth players that we need. We don't need to be trotting out freaking
Johan Larsson's.
Jordan Nolan or whoever the hell else. No, we've got actual NHL players that are depth players now. That is such a game changer. And I know it's not like the best thing in the world. No, don't get me wrong, but that is a massive improvement.
The Devils
100%.
getting Brian Boyle last year was huge.
See?
And you guys getting Berglund, who in that same article, that same survey, says I'm good friends with Berglund, so I'm curious as to if that guy was on St. Louis.
Maybe Steen.
And he said he'll do more for Buffalo than people think he will.
Well, he had a decent shooting percentage. He had like 15 goals as a third line center,
Give me that all day.
40 points.
Your 3C?
Real sneakily, a better faceoff percentage than Ryan O'Reilly. Bang, bang, bang.
Didn't Ryan O'Reilly, wasn't he the best
Better.
faceoff guy in the
No, he
league
won
last
the
year?
most wins, most
Oh.
draws, better faceoff percentage. Yeah.
And he's a
Because everyone's like,
Big
you know,
guy.
you're
He's a
losing
train.
Roar. He's your great faceoff man. You put him in every D
Him and
zone.
Thompson together. Ooh, that's a big line.
dude. Thompson is so lanky. He just looks
He's gonna be a
weird.
stud.
He does, but he has to fill out.
He's gonna
20.
be like a better Bugstad. I picture
So,
Bugstad.
I was talking.
That's
to
a
this,
good comp.
No,
Sure.
I was literally just talking to a guy, Sabres guy,
Mhm.
on Twitter. He, like, I mean, not a real
Oddly
Sabres
vague.
fan, but
Sabres guy.
he follows the Sabres. It was part of the GSN, the Dive by the Blue
Mhm.
guy.
Okay. Oh yeah.
But I was like, he is like a Busquet. He's 6'5".
Wait, you actually made the same comp?
Yes, literally. You can go on my Twitter, and I was talking to him about it.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
He's gonna give you like 20 goals, 40 points. Big guy, has some decent speed.
Could develop into more too.
He can play on your top line. He can play on your third line. He's gonna be that secondary complementary player.
He's gonna want to play more because he actually sees a
Well, he has a
role
nasty
for himself.
shot.
role and
Real
an
heavy
excitement
shot.
towards him. He didn't.
He's 20. He's got a legit chance to develop into a real NHL player too, like a good NHL player. He's got the opportunity there for sure.
I like it. I like
I'm fucking pumped. Can I
Bubble-
just say
bubble
that
team?
for the boys?
bubble team.
No.
Bubble team.
Why do you think so you put New Jersey on the bubble, and you think New Jersey's appreciably better?
Yes,
Interesting.
I do.
Carter Hutton will be a big question mark. We'll see how Carter Hutton
That is
goes.
on my thing. Is he ready to be the guy finally?
Okay,
Oh, no,
so if he
it's
is-
between him and Allmark. They're gonna flip
He's
time,
32.
ride whoever's hot.
Carter Hutton he's in his 30s. Like
He's a stopgap.
Well, you're either doing it now or you're never going to be doing it.
exactly.
You're either
So I
starter or
hope
you're
at
not.
32 he's ready to do it.
Well, is
But
he
you
gonna
don't
be
know. He's never been a certified
right?
starter.
Exactly. He's never been a full-time starter.
He's
It's
never
like a
played
Scott
more than-
Darling gamble.
Yeah.
Okay,
there you
well
go.
at 32
Scott Darling
maybe
gamble.
that says something.
Cam Talbot, gamble.
Yeah, but we signed him to a low cap hit. He's gonna hear the mentor Allmark.
He's a stopgap, just like we talked about with Brian now.
I literally just said that. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I got both of New Jersey's games on over here.
Real hard out.
It's a low risk investment that if it pans out and if he somehow posts 915 save percentages, I'll be pumped
Money.
about.
Borderline playoff.
He's got nice hair too. He's got nice hair. I saw him.
I mean, they're gonna feed
couple
off.
weeks
They're
ago.
gonna feed off Detroit, Ottawa, Montreal.
Yep. And the Islanders.
They're
Not in the same division,
Well,
but
yeah, but
Oh yeah.
Conference.
Yeah.
and the Rangers. They
Yeah,
other
I mean-
games, other games.
And then like
Dallin will put up 95 points.
easily. I mean, come on. Like
Over or under 47.
I'd take the under.
Really?
Yeah.
I say
Rookie
43.
defenseman, it's really tough sledding.
43.
Bob and I got a bet going on. You guys weren't there the other night.
Wait,
remember it?
what?
Darlene?
Where was I invited? I
Trying to
wasn't
remember.
invited.
I didn't write it
It
down.
was an Eichel bet.
You guys made an Eichel bet?
We
Look at
did.
these non-Saber
I'm
fans.
I'm mad. I wasn't invited to whatever gathering.
We did.
it was.
Really? I was
Actually,
happy.
Yeah, we did.
Melissa texted Beth, and you were playing
Oh.
Chell.
Oh, so you didn't text me? You texted my girlfriend. Thanks.
So I'm the only odd man out.
You were probably. You were.
Your sister was in town.
Oh yeah, true.
You already said that.
Anywho, we had an Eichel bet. You don't remember it?
No. It's more just because of my lack of.
Points. It was a points bet.
Did I have above 75?
Yes.
Is that the number?
Yes.
I don't mind that.
I got faith in you
I don't
guys.
mind that.
Heavy
Did you
or-
do it if he's heavy?
Buffalo.
Did you do a minimum
Yes.
games played?
Yes. 70.
I like that.
I'll take that bet.
He's just
Playing
under a
with
point.
Skinner?
A point. Yeah.
Playing with Skinner?
And Reinhardt dishing.
No chance.
No chance?
No, I don't think so.
You know what he did last year, right?
Help me out, guys. Help me
I don't
out.
think so.
No, I'm with you. If
75
he is
points.
healthy, yes.
But if you've got a minimum 70 games played baked into that, then yeah, I'll take that bet.
I would take that. Too.
Kyle, you
Was
want to
it
make
6
that
wins?
bet?
I'm already on one.
He had 64 and 67
Yeah.
on a shit team.
So a lot of people talk about the injury bug, mainly Conkeys with
That's
Jeff Skinner, but he's played 2 full past seasons.
Eichel was on a 78-point pace, sorry.
So okay, so that's all. It
On a
takes.
shit team
But
last
all
year
it's-
with no wingers. I like your side of it, Bob. And Kyle, if that bet's still open, I'm down.
I don't
Guess
think
not. Okay, good talk.
What do we what do we
Quiet
think?
up like a clam.
Best case Ontario, worst case Ontario for Jeff Skinner. What's that?
Wait, what?
Best case,
Ontario.
30 goals. Best. It's a Rickyism. Trailer Park Boys, get with it.
Best case scenario.
Yeah, best case Ontario.
I missed that one too. Sorry.
I thought we've said this
You were
before.
pulling to me. I'm like,
Rooks.
come again?
Rooks.
Never seen it.
Best case Ontario, nice 30 goal season. Nice 30 goal, just like 60 points,
Best-
65 points. I don't think anything
Best
crazy.
case 35 and 30.
I'm with that. 65 points or so. Worst case,
I think his floor is so high though. Like Jeff Skinner, if he
25.
plays 82,
I was going to say minimum 20
if
goals.
he plays 82 games, he's gonna put in 20. Like
minimum
Yeah.
20 goals.
I
Well,
would
he-
hope. I would.
He
hope.
put in 24 playing
That's
with
not
Derek
easy.
Ryan and
guys are saying
Joakim
35.
Nordstrom
right.
Best case.
last year.
I think
he-
best
he
case he
was-
could probably almost score 40.
He was driving that line.
He's never had a
last
Jeff
year.
Skinner.
Oh, that
Jeff Skinner, fucking Jack
that
Eichel, that's what I'm
power
saying.
play is going to be so fucking sick. Oh
See,
my God.
so I am on the boat to have 2 different power plays.
Well,
So
yeah,
you got-
there's
you-
PP1 and PP2 usually. Yep.
Splitting the guys up, though. Thanks.
I knew what you meant, but have a Rasmus, 2 Rasmus QBs.
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, and then you have the first one, and you replace Ryan O'Reilly on that one, and then you have the second one with Darlene, Middlestat, probably Pominville,
Oh yeah.
Skinner.
Lights out. What, you don't like Palmers or what?
I don't like that you guys are like, let's cautionally put Darlene in. Darlene automatically is your second best player on that roster. He needs to
No,
be
he's
your
not.
number 1 defenseman. He needs to be your quarterback on your power play, your
He's
first power play.
18.
It doesn't matter.
Did Hedman do that? No. Did
Hedman
Doughty do
isn't.
that?
Darlene,
No.
Darlene
None
is
of the-
smaller, more agile. He is better than Hedman.
Did Carlson do that?
He's better than Carlson.
They haven't played an NHL game. How are you putting him better than Carlson?
He's better than all of them.
I like it. I agree. He's the best defenseman
not
in the
even a
world.
Sabres
He's
fan,
the
and I'm
best
pumped.
defenseman to ever grace this fucking planet. And I like it.
He will be.
To Bob's defense, though, the last player to
No,
get this type of
he's
hype
better than
is
every-
Connor McDavid.
He's
and he came
better
into
than
the league
every
and he
single best
absolutely
defenseman on that
shredded.
team.
You guys are both
Shredded.
yelling at me at the exact same time,
shredded
and I
his
don't know what
first year.
either of you said.
Sorry. So I'm the
Let's
big
do this
believer.
one. Let's fucking make it all 3.
No, I'm not yelling at you. I'm saying
Okay.
let him play. But
He's not playing in the game tonight. Like, why?
It's preseason. Who gives a shit?
He
Don't
better,
get hurt.
he better be playing 25 plus minutes a night.
They have 7
He better
games.
be.
I say let them play, but keep the expectations low. Okay, you get 43 points. No, why? No worries, dude. You cough off.
I'd be curious what the most
You're
points
minus
by a
10.
rookie defenseman ever is. Do you know? Because I don't. That'd be a good Tyler's trivia, actually.
Way to go.
Dennis Potvin. I'm gonna say him.
I genuinely don't know the answer, but
I'm gonna say Dennis Potvin.
to your point of
say
just tempering expectations,
Yeah.
like
he's young.
still a teenager.
And I'm. This is my outtake on the whole Sabres team.
I don't
is
want a
just keep
Sam
it low.
Reinhart weighted out
Yeah,
situation.
just keep it low.
Connor
And
McDavid
then
was a
if they
teenager
improve-
when
There
he
you go. That's
when he
exactly-
scored
that's
100
exactly what
points,
I was
right?
saying, yeah.
Or was he 20? You know?
He was 20.
Still.
Okay, when he was 19,
second year.
he's still
Well, his first year he got injured, and he was
Right.
48 and 43.
Yeah, he was on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. so.
No, that's what I'm saying. And this is and Darlene's the
but-
closest to a generational player that since McDavid.
But still, it's defenseman. Like
Yeah, it's different.
different.
Is
You're
he
not going to
really-
score 100 points, but all right.
No,
he should-
defensemen, generally
50?
speaking, don't hit their prime until they're at least 23, 24. You never see.
I mean, look at Seth Jones. He's
teenage
23,
defenseman.
and he's just becoming the star that
people
he
are-
was projected to.
Yeah, like it's
Same
not.
Hedman took 4 years.
It's totally different
Carlson.
sledding.
Hedman wasn't getting the same hype Darlene was.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, yeah, he was. He was right there next to
Totally
JT.
with you, Tyler.
Yes, JT was not the unanimous #1 pick in that draft.
Totally with you,
Hedman
Tyler.
was there. Duchesne was there.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Totally
I-
with Tyler
I
on
don't
this
argue
one.
with
Hype. But
Guys,
anyway.
are you gonna really argue with me?
Yeah.
Well, Tyler, maybe someone's got to start calling you out
Yeah.
on some of these things.
Really? Because how often am I wrong?
And I'm not talking stats.
Actually,
I'm
I got him
saying,
twice today
Yeah,
already,
what?
so
Whatever.
I'm not talking stats with Darlene.
You're on my side there, dude.
I'm not saying
You're right, I'm sorry.
expectations. I'm saying right now, I believe he is top
Tommy hasn't
2,
played a
if
game.
not your best defenseman on the team automatically.
No.
Holy shit. Well, this just fucked my argument. Most points by a rookie defenseman one season. Larry Murphy. Take a guess.
84.
76. 1980-81 though.
Yeah, I was saying,
Different
what
game.
era
Different
exactly?
game.
No.
Larry Murphy definitely didn't have that one in the bank. That would have been a great Tyler's trivia.
Yeah, what is that?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It,
quietly.
So they don't mismanage it. That's all.
I don't
Don't mismanage it.
There's going to be
We
plenty of
don't, need
ice
a,
time.
we don't need a Tyler Myers 2.0.
There will be plenty of ice time for him.
Exact.
Don't worry.
We don't need another T Myers 2.0, right?
But I feel like.
But
So this is my. This
don't
is my
be-
Agree or disagree? How many
Don't-
points did
don't
T Myers
pull a
have his
Will
rookie year?
Butcher.
50?
Like 55 or something,
there
right?
you go. So
48.
don't pull a Will Butcher.
and not
Will
for nothing.
Butcher had 40-something points in our third pair last year. You know?
Not for nothing.
His first pair.
Tyler Myers is not even close to the comparison of player that
Correct.
Darlene is.
Totally
So if
agree.
he had 48 his rookie year and won the Calder, you're telling me Darlene's got to be that guy this year. He's
Oh
gotta
no,
be.
Darlene will win the Calder. You heard it here.
That's not,
not
really.
first,
It's not
probably
really a
like
hot
14th.
take though. I mean, that's a.
Defenses don't win Calder.
Whoever is.
I'll take
drafted
the field.
I hate doing those bets, so I will not.
It's,
So I will not.
do you know double up on Middlestat
odds
and
are
Darlene?
Wait, what?
Double up on Middlestat and Darlene against the field.
Who's my stiffest competition?
Ryan
Why-
Donato.
Svechnikov?
No, Elias Pettersson.
Pedersen. Svechnikov.
I think Svechnikov.
Ryan
too.
Donato.
Zadina? Is he gonna make the
Yeah.
team?
Probably.
He'll probably be
Because Detroit sucks.
two left wing there.
I mean, he's not going to play with anyone good though.
I can't. I just can't wait to watch the two Rasmuses work.
Ty Smith.
It's gonna be so good this year.
Anything else in the Sabres?
No. I am
Let's
ready.
move on. We're already almost to an hour and a half, and we still
Jesus
got
Murphy.
6 teams left.
All right.
5 teams
Well,
left.
these other teams are going to go by pretty quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody needs to talk about Detroit. Those
Detroit
jokes.
I mean, no Zetterberg now, so
I honestly feel bad for Zetter too to go out like that.
It
he
sucks.
was just as good as like Datsuk, but he wasn't as flashy.
His playoff numbers are
Agreed, actually.
incredible,
And people
though.
won't really say that because he was the whole magician
First
situation.
ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep, undisputed.
No question.
Indisputed? No, undisputed.
He's got 2 cups, right? 2 cups. He won it. Was he on the team in 02 when they won it?
Don't know.
I'm going for the stout.
Jesus.
Apple one? Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually that bad. After you're right. Actually, after a couple sips, I got used to it.
Yes, agreed.
This
No,
oatmeal,
it's just-
oatmeal stout
I don't-
smell
never.
test smells good.
That's the smell test.
What kind of stout is that?
Oatmeal stout.
So they added
That's not
Bernier. They added Jonathan Bernier.
That's pretty good.
Robert
like it.
Van
That's
Eyck,
pretty fucking good.
Zadina.
Yep.
I'm not a stout guy.
See, I wouldn't order a stout at a bar, but I do like this.
4 ounces of stouts, it gets me going. I enjoy them.
They
money.
do got a little bitterness to them that.
That is
It's-
good. I would do a yay on that.
You'd order at a bar though? Because I wouldn't.
Depending on the mood I'm in. If I'm not,
You know what?
if I'm not getting after it hard with the
if we're going
boys.
off the same scenario that Bob laid out too, where you have a sample and then see if you want to have a beer, I would have a sample and be like, yeah, send that.
Right.
Sure.
Well, it depends on the night. If you're going out hard, you're probably gonna stick to some IPAs, maybe some liqueur.
I don't know.
If I go out with the lady for a dinner, and then you go out to a bar to have a nightcap, and you want to just kind of cool it with the stout
Sure.
at the end of the
Some
night.
stouts are like breakfast or dessert beers, right?
There you go. This I would consider in that category.
Hell
This
yeah.
is very good.
I don't know. When I go out, I'll drink much of anything. I think Friday night, the only thing I missed was gin.
Well, good thing.
I'm not even.
Gin is
Gin
fucking
and white wine are the only two things I
Attaboy.
didn't have.
I'm forever scarred with gin.
I had red
oh,
wine.
God.
I had red wine post bars for some
I'm a
reason.
big red wine guy.
Psycho.
Wait, you have red wine at your house?
Yeah.
Who the hell? Well,
Me.
obviously you. Yeah.
Me. Yeah, big red wine guy.
It's good.
Because obviously it wasn't your
It was
other
good,
two
though.
roommates.
No.
All right, so Detroit, they need to end. They just need to enter a full rebuild. This year should help with the top 5
Well, they have
lottery.
too many
They'll be the bottom 5.
Long-term contracts and Nielsen, Helm.
Mike Green.
When's Franzen's
he's only
contract
2
up?
year.
Oh, is he
He's still
really?
got like 2 more years.
Wait, Green got like a bridge there?
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, I guess he's been there for
And Vanek
a
re-signed that,
minute
right?
too, right? Yeah.
Vanek resigned 1 year deal.
I would love
Branson
to
has
see-
like 3 years.
I want to see Vanek come
I-
back.
he's never played again. He hasn't played the past like 3 years.
I know. I was just curious how much
Yeah.
of his contract was left.
2 or 3 years.
Tyler, what would you do to have Vanek back on the Sabres?
He probably would help. Honestly, I
I
would.
would love it. Sorry, we're not on the Sabres. I'm
So
sorry.
we talked about this in the offseason, like potential Sabres targets. And
I would love to have him back. I love watching
Him
him.
and Palmer back together?
Sneaky Red Wings player. Sneaky Red Wings player this year. Mantha.
Yeah, I know. I loved him last year. 280
Love
goals.
him.
I missed our bet by 2 freaking goals.
They
Sure
just paid
shit
him too,
did.
didn't they? He just got paid too in the
No,
offseason,
he
didn't he?
had-
Marginal. It was bridge deal, yeah.
It was
Oh,
like
was
3
it?
mil.
Yeah. But I just love him. He's a huge right winger. Actually, if Tage Thompson developed into what a Mantha is, if he put on some pounds and became that large kind of winger, I think Mantha's dynamite though. He's a really good player with good hands. He's
I
a
was
big
all
boy.
about him last year in fantasy.
hmm I drafted him in my other league. I liked him a lot.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never watched a Detroit Red Wings game recently, so I don't even know what Anthony Mantha looks like.
Oh, he's
a big boy.
I had no idea that he was big.
Yeah.
But Philip Zadina is sick. I don't know if
See
he'll.
how he slots in. Because they don't have the depth to really support him, and if he's not going to play with Larkin and Mantha, then
You might as well go back to fucking juniors, wherever you came from.
It honestly would probably be best for him to go back to juniors. Like,
Well,
why not?
So there's a thing going on that he might be eligible for the AHL because he might have been a loan to Halifax, but
Might have?
yeah, it's this big ordeal. He might have been loaned, or he might have been in part of the import draft.
That's that sketchy European shit going on, isn't it?
Yeah. So there was this huge thing if he's actually eligible for the AHL. So see what happens there.
Take a guess at how big Mantha is.
6'5".
Pounds.
222.
6'5", 230.
Sheesh.
That is a large winger.
And
That's a big
he's
guy.
got good
That's a
speed, too.
large winger.
He's
The
got
Mikko
good speed.
Rantanen size right there.
Is Mikko that big?
Yeah.
6'5"?
Yeah.
He's 6'4", right?
6'4",
He's a big boy.
I don't know why I'm saying like
Any
6'4".
wheels.
And, oh, he's
We'll get to that in the Western
Yeah,
Conference.
yep. How about the Florida Barkovs, the new cap? Did you
Oh,
see
wait,
that?
wait, time out. Are we moving on right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really else to talk
All right,
about with
sorry,
Detroit.
Detroit. You're going to be bottom 4. Sorry. Lottery. Here it comes.
Yep.
Yep,
I got him in the bottom 5 for sure.
me too.
Easy.
Florida Barkovs, the new cap.
I
See that?
fucking love Barkov so much.
I don't know if I like him as a captain.
Oh,
Not a
yeah.
huge fan.
No, he
Why?
they had to tell him to stop working out with Yager because he was getting worn down.
All right. See, I don't get that in depth to it, but typically speaking,
What do you mean?
he's
Wait, what do you mean you don't get that in depth?
He's Finnish.
Finish?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Then I was like,
He's
typically Russian or Czech players aren't the best.
Well, he's
Wow,
not
that's
either.
racist.
He's not either,
They're-
though. So
One of each-
Mikko Koivu, great captain.
well, you're going back to Finland though.
He said it's Finland.
Yeah.
It's Finnish.
He would-
I didn't
Kyle
know
was
he-
saying
who's Finnish?
Czech and
I thought he
Russian.
was
What
Czech.
about Alexander
Russian.
Ovechkin? He just won the cup. Bad captain.
Great captain. Little trivia for you. Fuck, I keep wasting all my good trivias. Too bad.
Stop wasting.
How many Finnish captains have there been, including Barkov now?
Mikko Koivu,
Finnish.
Yeah.
Saku Koivu, Teppo Numminen.
Was
he really?
No.
Who is the
didn't say
captain?
name him, I just said how
Who
many,
was the
'cause I don't know
captain
the
in
names.
the Coyotes before Shane Doan?
Off the page, looks like-
Wasn't that not Teppo Numminen?
Bueller?
Temple. I'm sorry. What?
Bueller?
Who was the captain of the Coyotes before Shane Doan? Teppo Numminen?
I don't know. Shane Doan. He's been there forever.
Accurate.
There's
Actually,
been
yeah.
4 captains.
Not for the Coyotes.
Yes, there has.
Yeah.
Now with Oliver
Oliver-
Ekman Larson is the 4th.
I don't
Shane
know,
Doan
there's
was the one
probably
before that.
2 of them that were in Winnipeg. I'm pretty sure Shane Doan was the captain all of Phoenix.
Coyotes
No.
era. I thought so. Definitely thought so.
Yeah, leave that off the page, Tyler. It's like chopped. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, what's that? Is that a picture of Teppo Numminen with the C on his chest for Phoenix there?
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah, that looks like Teppo Numminen. Oh.
Likely story, Gypsy.
Looks like Bob was right.
Oh, yeah, suck it, Tyler. We're pushing back on Tyler this year.
I like it.
All right, so
Guys are just
Florida
studying.
added Hoffman.
Yeah, how do we think, what, how, why, where, when? What do we think he's going to do this year with them?
28 goals.
Wow, that high, really? What's his career high?
I think he's gonna be great for them.
I think
30 goal
on,
scorer?
like hockey-wise, yeah.
No shit.
He's been high 20s.
Shit ton of shots. He'll be great on the peeper for them.
What do you think
Is he
it's
right?
going to be like, though, for
Left.
I think
a locker room? After everything was already publicly
Scorers.
displayed.
Has anything come
No,
out?
no, wait for these guys.
Sorry.
After everything was publicly displayed with that,
Barkov is going to go in and say, "Hey,
no, he's not.
break up or shut up."
I don't see him as that type of kid.
Barkov doesn't talk.
No, that's why I don't
Well,
understand.
Their old
I don't see it.
He's a lead from example guy.
Their old captain McKenzie, who's I'm pretty sure is still there. He's a tough guy. He's a 4th liner guy. Then tell him what's up.
That's your concept of Barkov, also.
I also think Bob Bugner is a no-nonsense coach.
Do you see a different concept?
Barkov?
Yeah. Because none of us know him, obviously, but to me, that's just the type of the feel I get from the vibe I get from him. If you ever hear him talk to the media, really, I mean, he's
Do you? I mean, I guess do you picture Crosby as a very outspoken person?
yeah.
I
do.
can see him
I
being
could.
outspoken.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
In the locker room behind
on certain
closed
things,
doors, yeah.
absolutely, 100%. Barkov
Especially with the amount
he
of
doesn't come
24/7
across as
stuff
that
they
type
had.
of guy to me.
I'm biased. I love Barkov.
I love Barkov as a
We can't
player.
say anything
I just don't know what I
about
would give him
what
to see.
People are like in the locker room. We can't because we are not there.
No. But you can see him during like interviews and pressers and.
So what? Crosby's the same way.
Yeah.
The short.
And so is every hockey player ever.
classic.
Why do you like Barkov?
Why? Because he's
Why
fucking
not?
filthy.
He's boring.
He's got the nastiest hit.
Crosby's boring. McDavid's boring.
All hockey players are boring.
Most of them.
Barkov's fucking moves, his shootout, those are not boring. His play on the ice is
boring.
not boring.
He's Kopitar 2.0.
Kopitar is at least like funnier looking.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what you're doing
looks like
there.
a-
I don't know. I
And
just
he's
find
funny to listen
Alexander
to.
Barkov extremely boring on the ice.
No, he's on the-
extremely vanilla.
On the ice,
Everything.
No.
Bob.
Get out.
I don't think you're watching much Panthers then. I think that's
I agree
all
with
it is.
Obviously
I agree with these guys.
Yeah,
He's
I'm-
nasty to watch on
He
the
is
ice.
fucking
He's
unbelievable.
I'm not
on the
denying his
ice.
skill. I think he is a
You
great
are.
player.
Yeah,
No, I'm
you are.
saying
You're
I
saying
think
he's
he is vanilla.
Dude, go just watch a compilation of his shootout
I
moves.
think there's a
Those
video
are
on
I don't
YouTube.
care about his shootout moves.
All right, go watch his breakaways, his dangles in his
Watch
own
anything.
zone.
I've seen enough of them. He scores too much on Corey Schneider.
Well, that sucks for you then.
Yeah, you couldn't be further off. Barkov's fucking filthy, and he's going to be one of the better two-way centers in the league this year. Boom.
Just like
already
he's
is.
going to join that elite group with Pavel Zacha.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's the barometer we're going with. So did you guys answer the Finnish captain's question, by the way? How many there are?
I said
Nope, don't name them. How many? Just give me a number.
Or were?
currently or all time.
All time. How many Finnish captains have ever been?
7.
Now we're just throwing numbers out there. 5.
Was Timu ever a captain?
Doesn't matter.
Funny,
Give
no.
me a number. I'll read them off after. Because I actually found it on Twitter.
6.
8. Barkov is the 8th, though. So you were close.
No.
So obviously
Tyler didn't
Barkov,
update his
Timo
record
Solani.
until
Both the
today.
Koivus.
Teppo
He didn't update his
Nunanen,
stat book.
one of the Koivus. So only one of the Koivus.
Saku Koivu was not the captain of the Canadiens.
Saku Koivu was.
Yeah.
Mikko not
so
the captain?
Mikko
Mikko Koivu was the captain of the Minnesota Wild.
He's not on this list.
Well, he's
Yes.
definitely the captain for like the past 8 years.
Hey, don't yell at me.
Your list.
It's just fucking Mikko Koivu. Who gives a shit about him? He's wasting away in Minnesota anyway.
That's true.
That's true. So Barkov, Timo Solani, Teppo Nunanen, nailed it. Tony Ludman, little Sabres special.
He was the captain on Buffalo.
0708 as one of 5 rotating captains.
Yeah, so
still
that's-
counts.
that's-
That's a C.
That's
a
when
C.
Lindy Ruff had a different captain each month. It was that dumb.
That's a C.
Different captain each month.
This is NHL Public Relations. They mentioned that it was a rotating captain.
Oh yeah, but
UC Jokinen,
I'm just making the fact of how dumb it was.
Saku Koivu,
No, you pronounced it wrong. It was Juicy Jokinen.
Juicy Jokinen,
He got a PTO.
Saku Koivu,
You okay was a captain?
Yep.
Where?
Florida, 03 to 04 and 07 to 08. And Kimmo Timonen.
Philly. Right?
Yeah.
Where do we see them finish?
Wrong.
Where do you guys got them finishing?
Wrong.
Chemo team.
Nashville. Nashville.
Where do you guys got Florida finishing?
Did they really? Are you sure Mikko Koivu is the captain?
Actually, no, I have him in.
I will bet
Check.
my entire life savings that Mikko Koivu is the captain of the Minnesota
He is
Wild.
the captain right now. Look at him.
NHL Public Relations left him off.
Is he not
Yeah,
Finnish?
he's got A's right there. Those are all A's.
He definitely has a C right now.
Serving as captain. So this is the
Get at him.
this is the verified NHL Public Relations Twitter.
Go to the replies.
how long ago was
Are
it,
the
though?
replies in there?
9:17. So today at 10:30 a.m.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Well, while you're looking that up, let's
Move on.
move on.
Montreal Canadiens.
Oh fuck!
Jesus. How wrong are you, Eric?
No, I'm not. But the original tweet said is the 8th Finnish-born captain in NHL history and second active joining Mikko Koivu. Other Finnish-born captains include
Good thing you didn't call it the NHL
4,
official.
5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 total, including Mikko.
Hey, pal, learn how to read, pal.
That would have been hilarious.
Wait, what?
You would have tweeted on NHL, hey, why don't you guys get it right
I
with
was
Mikko?
literally typing a tweet.
Hey, pal, why don't you learn how to read? It's called Hooked on Phonics.
Hooked on Dronic? What?
Hooked on Duronic?
All right, Montreal.
Bye. See ya.
How many
Sorry,
centers do they have?
How many senators do they have?
No, centers.
Centers?
Centers.
Well, technically they have 4, but real
don't, though.
centers?
Did lost Max, Weber out for at least probably half the year.
Outside of Drew and Domi, I don't give a shit about anyone on that team.
Yep.
Is that fair?
Sure. Should we move on?
Price?
Yep.
Weber's out.
Carey
Just real
Price.
quick, Weber's out till like
3 months.
December-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
December.
probably
A
half
couple
the year
months into the
almost.
And
season.
they're probably going to take his jolly old time because they're going to be horrible.
Because why rush back?
Exactly.
Who's their second defenseman? Is it Petrie?
Jeff Petrie?
Yeah, Petrie.
Well, no, they have Victor Mete.
Great.
Really good
Oh, yeah.
season.
I saw this.
God, they're in the Sabres division. Let's go, baby.
While we were talking about this, I saw this one thing. It's like, why would you trade PK,
Mm-hmm.
Pacioretty?
Wait, are we really going to get in out of this, why Bergevin
Well-
has traded anybody?
Yes, we are. Go on.
Okay.
It was like, how do you
prepared
go
for this.
from PK, Pacioretty, Galchenyuk, and someone else to Shea Weber,
Sugar tough.
Sugar tits.
yeah, Sugar Tits,
Sugar tits.
Sergachev,
Drew and Domi.
to Drew and Domi, Weber, who's
Tatar.
hurt majority of how long he's been.
He is 33 or
And Tatar.
too.
I do like that Pacioretty trade, though. I thought they got good return.
I think it's a
for it.
win-win for both. It's a good hockey trade.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it's not a hockey trade because
so
they're not.
Patriot's going to go 35, Tatar's going to get like 25.
And you
Suzuki
get
could be a
Suzuki's
number
going to be
one.
nasty.
Suzuki's supposed to be filthy,
No.
but I also don't ever like giving up a star. And Pacioretty's a star, not a superstar. He's a star.
Whenever you trade, get rid of the best player in the
30
trade.
goal scorer, 3 on the past
you
4 years.
lose. So no matter how many pieces you
Right.
get in
Agreed.
return,
Agreed.
like the Carlson trade, we'll get on that. No, how many pieces you get back, you're gonna lose.
It's gonna sting. At least in the short term, it'll sting.
Right.
Riley O'Reilly trade, you're gonna lose because you gave up the best player.
If Suzuki develops into the player that everyone's saying he can be, then in 5 years and you're reevaluating, it's like, shit, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
But this year, sorry, Montreal.
Yep.
They were going to be bad with or without Max Pacioretty.
Who
So.
would have thunk that? Duchesne trade. That looked terrible. I was like, well, I don't know how I feel about that for Colorado. Now,
I didn't.
looking pretty good.
I didn't like
First
that
round
trade
pick?
because they got rid of Turris for Ottawa, and I think that's a good segue into Ottawa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wow.
radio
That
professional.
was easy for him.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna quit right now, boys.
Tyler, that was pretty good.
Wow.
Let's turn the mics off. Let's go home.
Let's let Tyler handle the rest.
Season over.
Let's,
That was all
should we just
needed.
have a quick moment of silence for the Ottawa Senators in the 2018-2019 NHL season?
It's been real.
Don't do that right now. The real question.
That's
You guys are terrible at moment of
That's-
silence.
No, we had
That's
a moment.
There wasn't a moment of silence anyway, because all I heard was like
Yeah, Tyler.
from like chords bending and stuff like that.
It was a moment. The real question is, they've lost Carlson, Hoffman. Do you think, and this is looking in the future,
Well,
does Duchesne leave next year? That would be just a...
If I'm Duchesne, I'm forcing a trade out immediately. I am forcing
He
it.
loves Ottawa though. He's like almost from there. He's like just from outside of Ottawa.
Yeah, wait till the season starts, buddy.
When you're just getting shit pumped, like 7-1
he's
every
gonna,
night.
have the,
Sabres.
he's gonna have the same expression that he had when he left before he left Colorado.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna quit in the halftime.
I want to go to a playoff contender.
Don't bring up Vontae Davis right here.
All right. Anyways, so one thing, that interview, Eugene Menelnick, how cheap are you? You can't even buy a real Adidas jersey, and you have to use one that's probably 2 or 3 years old. That Reebok jersey.
Isn't that the entire league, though? They're all doing Adidas jerseys and calling them Adidas jerseys when really they're just like the Reebok templates, basically.
But no, it had the Reebok thing on it, on the sleeve.
It was the old one.
Yes. How you can't even walk down, tuck the tag into it, and wear it, then put it back on the shelf.
You don't get to be a millionaire bajillionaire by just buying shitty Senators jerseys.
Did you see what Terry Pugula wears? He wears top of the line shit.
They're all button downs, aren't they? I feel like I've only seen them in button downs.
Probably. Anyways, but that was
Gypsy
terrible.
Melnick.
Yeah.
Gypsy Melnick.
Yes.
Very well. Nice to meet you.
The Sabres have been bad, but they've never been this bad.
I don't know.
Ownership wise,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
even
thought you meant roster wise.
roster wise,
14,
ownership
15.
wise,
14-15 was pretty rough.
well,
I don't know, roster-wise, they're going to be
they're
terrible.
gonna be rough
this year.
too. Their best defenseman is Thomas Shabbat, and he's a sophomore.
I can't wait till they're worse than both the Sabres and the Avs' historically bad records.
Well,
I
she'll make
can't wait
the
till that.
playoffs.
No. Come on. I would put... That would be a
They're
huge...
not gonna- they're not gonna.
Could you imagine if you put a bet on that?
Pesky cents.
I'll give you $1 million to 1
Pesky
odds.
cents.
Oh, we haven't decided on it.
It's probably the same odds that Vegas had to make the playoffs last year.
It's probably worse.
I really like my Ottawa.
I didn't get it when I read it as text first, though.
Ottawa.
Yeah, well, now I get it.
That's up.
That's an interesting one, Tyler. I would be curious to see what the Sens' odds are this year to make the playoffs versus what
Vegas was last.
Vegas was last year. That's very interesting. I won't look it up right now,
No.
but I'm interested.
Definitely look it up tonight.
I'm going to table that discussion. Yeah, you'll look it up tonight. Yeah, you will.
I can only imagine
So-
what Guy Boucher's type of like park it in
Will you 2-0?
neutral zone trap is going to be with that roster now. He realizes like, wow, my team fucking sucks. Well, guys, where you?
Poor Craig.
Oh, Craig went out too.
Poor Craig.
What's out?
I know. Look at what's happened. Look at the turmoil that's gone down around him. Poor Craig Anderson. I love Craig.
Maybe if he played better last season.
Jesus, Murphy.
Wasn't his wife at like...
Not 2 seasons. 2 seasons ago. She's been cleared.
Yeah, still though. I mean, okay, so yeah, okay. Well,
Let's move on. They're going to be horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
think they're going to get 50 points this year.
Last place in the whole league.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think all of us had them.
And I
last.
bet you they won't win the lottery.
You better stop that, Bob, right now.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just.
Cut that shit
I
out
wasn't.
right now.
I wasn't thinking about for Colorado. I was thinking
Hey.
about.
Pre-Darlene, I would have said the Sabres aren't winning the lottery,
Yeah, I know, right?
and it actually fucking
I
worked.
did not think we were gonna win the Hot.
You know what? I hope the Sens have that shitty luck.
That's what I mean. Like
Pesky
they
Sens.
they
So do I.
deserve they deserve not to win the lottery.
No, they deserve to win it, but then not have their own pick.
Why do they deserve?
Oh, that's even better. That's even
that is
better.
worse.
Right.
That is worse. That's worse.
Right?
trolling.
Right?
No,
That's worse.
Kyle. I'm so with you. Troll them.
Thank you.
Troll the shit out of them.
Thank you. You win the lottery. Oh, no, wait. No, you don't.
Oh, sorry, baby.
And then Joe Sakic gets up to the mic and says something like, "Thanks, Ottawa."
I'll take
Yeah,
Jack
appreciate
Hughes.
that. Appreciate that, boys.
Could have been yours.
As if I didn't ruin you when I was in Quebec anyway. Jesus.
Whoa. All right.
Tampa.
A few more left.
Bay.
Tampa Bay.
We still got a few more.
Yeah, two more.
Two more.
And then
Tampa, and Toronto. Ooh, arguably the best two teams in the division.
Wait, before we break either one down, just a quick one. I just want a survey. Just a quick one. Who do you think's going to do better, Tampa or Toronto?
Tampa.
They got a better overall roster.
Agreed.
Tampa.
Yep.
Toronto only
They
had
have
one
a
guy.
number one defenseman.
Legit.
Another year of
Arguably the best defenseman in the league.
He's got another year of experience.
Yeah.
Hopefully he knows not to come out of the gates pushing too hard like last year.
Freddie
It worked good for me fantasy wise.
I think he burned himself out of the gates.
Well, yeah, he literally came out and said that.
You come out of the gates like a hardo like that.
But again, it's the same thing for like rookies.
The whole team did.
It's tough to keep that going through an entire NHL season.
Well, they clinched
guys.
just after January 15th. They're like, all right, well, we didn't make the playoffs.
Got this shit wrapped up.
That was easy.
It really was for them. They got Cooch on a great long-term deal.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, Tampa's gonna be filthy. And
Sergachev's going to be even better this year.
how long before we call them the next Washington Capitals? This is their year. This is their year.
They're
this
almost
is their
there.
year.
I mean, 3 of the past 4 years, they've been in the conference finals.
They'll win the Stanley Cup after Stevie Y leaves. The first year after he leaves.
When really? Wow. When were they in the Cup?
What?
2 years ago?
3 years ago now.
15 against Blackhawks.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to the Rangers in
The conference finals.
16.
That's conference finals though.
Yeah, but they went to the conference finals 3 of the past 4 years.
Yeah, I'm saying Stanley Cup.
They lost to Chicago.
Just that 1 year in Chicago, right?
In 16.
So it's been
Oh, 16?
well, it's
yeah.
probably 15-16 season.
Yeah, it was 16. They lost to
So 3 years.
Rangers in the finals. 15.
I don't care about conference finals.
Whatever.
Talking Cup.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, so they're. I'm already calling them the New Age Capitals.
Okay. Quick question about CBI. First player ever to get inducted into as a player and
How do you mess up one letter?
Stevie Y.
They got to win.
Oh no, is he the first person ever to get inducted as a player and as a builder, management wise?
Nobody's ever been inducted like that.
I don't think so. Nobody's had the career and then gone to management.
It depends. After this year, is he staying in his advisory role or leaving fully?
Leaving full.
He's leaving. Because Ken
Then
Holland.
no, he's not getting inducted.
Ken Holland lives. Apparently, he's from just outside of Seattle and over the border in Canada, and he's already been linked with the Seattle one. And that when I was joking in our group chat about Stevie Y to Seattle, it's actually more Ken Holland to Seattle, Stevie back to Detroit because his family lives in Detroit while he works out of Tampa.
I saw that. That's a big deal of it. But
Just move him down to Tampa.
don't.
Well, his girls
but
are in
if they wanna,
college.
yeah, exactly. If they want to post up there, it's
Can't
tough to
argue with
uproot a
that.
family. It's not. It sounds easy in concept. It's really not.
Detroit's a shithole.
Oh yeah.
Living in Tampa.
Yeah.
Stevie Y lived there for 20 years though, or whatever, when he was playing. So I think he's probably
well,
used to it. But
Better than.
Also, if his kids are in college, then
but-
just who cares?
obviously
whatever,
he
whatever.
does. Obviously he does.
You
You never know. Maybe
That's what's on the facade.
maybe he's got sick grandparents there that he's got to take care of. You never know. what
Kenny's
someone's
already been
doing.
like, Stevie, I'm leaving. You're gonna backfill me.
Your job's here.
Yeah.
To answer your question though, I don't think one Stanley Cup berth gets you inducted into the Hall of Fame for a builder. You didn't build shit.
No, you don't have to.
You didn't build
You don't
shit.
have to win a Stanley Cup to be a builder.
I said one Stanley Cup berth. That doesn't give you Hall of Fame builder.
Well, obviously he still has years to come.
Well, you asked
Is he
me,
gonna
so
be-
I'm saying no, not right
What's
now.
the related thing about that? Let's talk about the
Alright.
players, huh? JT Miller,
They're all the
50
same.
over under 55.
Under.
I say over, Tyler.
He's at like 63.
Braden
He's gonna
Point.
nestle in right at
Braden
52.
Point over or under 72.
Want to take that bet?
72? No, I don't care about JT Miller enough to bet on him.
What about Brandon Point?
Braden Point over or under 72.
75.
Over.
That's a tough one. I would put him closer to like 65 personally, but
What do you have last year? 63.
72 is a shit ton.
I'll take 70 and over, Greg. 6 wings. You take the under.
Oh, you're gonna take his bet? You're not gonna take my freaking G.J. Mueller?
Who?
Tyler, you want her on another level tonight.
No, this is a typical Tuesday, isn't it? It's just been off season, so it's been a while since we've recorded.
It's Monday.
No big deal.
That's the
No, we got it. We got it.
that's the joke. That was the joke.
All right, Toronto.
No, I'm not taking that bet.
Okay, move on.
Tampa's gonna be filthy. Yeah, they're gonna do great. Filthy. Filthy.
Where do we need to go with Toronto? They added
They added JT.
Tavares.
Still
lost JVR.
shaky defense.
Super shaky.
They lost JVR and Kadri. or I'm sorry, not Kadri.
Bozak.
The center.
Bozak.
Yes, Bozak. Thank you. I mean,
Nylander hasn't signed.
that's an underrated
Going to
loss,
the
though.
K.
Bozak and JVR are underrated
Okay,
losses.
he was. So Bozak was a third line center.
JVR's had
Kadri's not a
back-to-back
third line
65-point seasons. Right?
What'd you say?
JVR has had back-to-back 65-point seasons.
He's
That's a
locked
massive
into
loss.
25, 30 goals.
That's a massive loss.
All right, but they get 80 points from JT. Whatever.
I
Still
just
be fine.
I don't see. Am I crazy? Tell me if I'm
Yes.
crazy.
I would love to.
It's so
I don't see.
Go on, Greg, please.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
I don't see John Tavares signing as instant Stanley Cup favorites like Vegas did.
I don't think
When
they
that
are either.
first happened, Vegas put
I don't
them
think
at
they're either.
#1 odds to win the cup, and I don't think
because they had the best.
because it's well. I think part of that, to Bob's point, is definitely money and Vegas jumping on just like sort of a trendy wagon, and that's what people put money on. It's a little different betting aspect, but I don't even see them as a top like 3 team in the league. Is that crazy? Am I
agree.
crazy?
Didn't they finish at third in the league last year in points?
No, they were third in the division last year,
No, they're second division.
Third.
ahead of Boston,
Were they?
Third.
Tampa,
They're-
Boston, Toronto, wasn't
Oh
it?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No,
They were
that's
third in their own
Sorry, I'm
division.
sorry.
Yeah, but weren't they in the top 5 in the league?
I don't
I
think
think they're
so.
6 or
No,
something.
No, Vegas, Winnipeg,
Nashville won the President's Trophy. right?
Vegas, Winnipeg, Nashville.
Winnipeg was right behind them.
No way.
They were 6 or 7.
I think
I
they
guess
were
I've got
6
the
or 7
standings over here. I
yeah.
could probably look, but I'm just saying that doesn't.
Yeah, you have.
I agree. I agree.
Oh, I'm literally sitting on the standings.
Yeah, I was
right
like,
here.
dude, you have them go up,
I just have
up.
to click league.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
There it is.
So Nashville, Winnipeg, Tampa, Boston, Vegas, Washington, Toronto. So they're 7th.
I agree 100%. I don't think it makes them an instant cup contender either. I mean, they're a
They're a contender,
but they're not.
But
cup
to me, that's not a favorite
No,
at
no.
all.
Their
And
top 6 are nasty.
I think people are
Yeah.
top 6 is what wins the cups. It is crucial,
Yeah.
but depth is what really like deep in the playoffs
They
and
do
shit.
They have some nice stuff.
They have some really nice depth.
They have
on
some
the
young
forwards.
guys
They're
coming
so
up
top
that-
heavy.
You guys said that really sexually.
You could say the same thing about a lot of teams that have
Really
good
nice
top
depth.
sixes, though, but they don't have.
baby.
How's that
I don't know.
baby?
Their defense is so suspect.
So suspect.
So- suspect.
Morgan Riley is very underrated. He's not elite defenseman, but he is a very good
When-
defenseman.
As your
Yeah,
as
but when
G1
your top
though,
pair is him and Ron Hainsey,
Is Ron, is
Oh yeah,
or Zaitsev out there just banging bodies, it's all that guy can do. I mean,
That's what I
that's why he
just
plays with Gardner.
and
scores
to
points.
me, Freddie Anderson's.
Fred is
yes,
hit
he's
when
good, but he's
hot though.
he's
Yeah.
great, of course. But I could say that about Michael Neuvert. Like when he's hot, he's great. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Frederick Anderson's been shelled the past couple of years, and he's played very well.
it's the same.
I'm just not willing to put them in a top 3 spot
No.
by any means.
Top 5.
Nope. Actually, I think I do have him in my top 5. I think I do, simply because
You gotta double check. You don't want to contradict yourself.
I guess I got him in a top 5 spot, but I don't feel great about it. I don't
do.
think
I
they're
got
a
him
lock
in-
like
I
everybody
got him
thinks.
at third.
over or under 84 for Johnny T.
Points.
Points?
Yeah.
Push.
Point per game.
Push.
This is
Exactly
really-
84.
Wow.
Really?
Bring it to Vegas right now. 84 points.
Push.
JT. It's got to be
Yeah.
the
Push.
money odds.
Because
right now.
that's right in the wheelhouse, I think so.
'Cause
I think so, too.
You just have to like he's gonna be sharing time with Matthews and all the other guys. There's only so many points to
They've-
go around.
They're one of the few teams, though, that has a 1A, 1B center. Not 2A, 2B, 1A, 1B.
yeah.
Maybe 1A, 1A.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'm not even
It's-
sure which
it's-
one's better right
They
now.
have two first
Crosby
lines.
Malkin, basically.
Yeah, I don't even know which center's
It's
better.
literally like golf standings with them where it's 1-1, 3-4.
T1, T1.
They don't have a second line.
So how the hell do you decide who's taking like draws on the power play?
I would more likely, if I was the
Base two
coach.
Whoever's better.
Base two
Thank
out
you.
there last.
No.
Whoever has better.
Austin Matthews is a better shooter, so stick him on the outside
Or-
and have Johnny just take the faceoffs.
I'm fascinated to see their power play. Honestly, maybe just throw Tavares at the PPQB. What do you
That's
think
what
about
I-
that?
that's what I was
Fuck
thinking.
Morgan Riley.
That's what
Throw
I
him
was
at the
thinking.
top of the point.
I was thinking.
Oh, it looks so good.
Why not?
He's in front
And then
of
you
the
got
net guy.
Matthews coming off the halfie. Snip. Can't wait to keep Matthews in our fucking fantasy.
If
league.
anything, I'd have like Mitch Marner quarterback it.
If any,
Mitch
interesting.
Marner's gonna have a.
He's gonna have
All
like
over
60
here.
assists this year.
I think all 4 of those top 6 wingers are gonna have a field day.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just go through their top 2. It's Matthews and when Nylander signs, if and when. That's that pairing, and it's going to be JT and and Marner.
See ya, Kincaid. That was easy. See ya, nerd.
And he stopped it.
Right off the
It
top.
went off the blocker.
And then in. Oh,
I know, but it wasn't a
doesn't count.
rip.
He touched it. It doesn't count.
Guys, the viewers can't see our
Sorry.
Devils game.
Watching
That's
Buchnevich just absolutely just rip one off at Kincaid's blocker stick.
It was a knuckle puck. Remember what that
All right,
dude
so
said
I think
in
that
Mighty Ducks?
basically wraps up
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
conference.
Oh my God, the Leafs got Tyler Ennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's playing in that Nylander spot right now.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's
Top
actually
line.
projected to be a top 2 pair.
That
Top
won't
2.
hold up. That won't hold up. But God, I love that little nugget. Sorry, but now we can proceed.
If he stayed healthy, I mean, like his last year in Buffalo,
It's such large ifs with those guys, Bob. I don't like the if game. Stay healthy.
I know you're a reliability
my
is the
friend.
best ability type person.
Availability is the best ability.
Same thing.
Yeah, it is.
Reliability and availability.
Ennis got. We don't need to go into Ennis talk.
No,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm getting derailed.
What do we got? We got
So Toronto's gonna be good this year.
Yep.
Next.
Who's gonna win that division though? Tampa.
Tampa.
I put in Tampa
Didn't we already say
personally.
this?
I think.
I know. I'm
Tampa.
just.
Yeah, I got Tampa.
I'm coming back through.
Bob, you got Tampa or Toronto, or Boston, or Buffalo? Probably Buffalo.
Probably Tampa.
Probably Buffalo.
I got Tampa.
I changed my pick. I'm on Buffalo.
I think they're gonna have 4 players on Tampa with 70 plus points.
I do got Buffalo in the 5th position, so that's a good upgrade.
Appreciate that.
How can they possibly be worse than those 3 teams?
We'll see.
We shall see.
We shall see, boys.